welcome back to another Outdoor Philosophy. Well, it's dark and it's cold out, and came to the end of the day on Saturday, and it's like, okay, finally have time to record this video. So what we're going to be doing here is starting just a little mini series. We're not going to go through a book here. We're just going to start a little mini series about kind of working from home. And a friend of mine who is trying to get into this industry had a couple days off, that were kind of spontaneous and didn't get as much done as he would have liked to. And so he says, how do you motivate yourself to get work done when you're working from home? And so I thought about that a little bit, and I decided that that sounds like a great series we might want to do. And so we're going to talk about a variety of different things. Now, understand, I have been working at home as a freelancer for almost a decade now. It was about, I think it was 2010 is when I went kind of full-time on my own, working from home. Sometimes I picked up, contracting jobs in or out of my field, whatever. But it was kind of interesting. So I thought about this today, and I came up with a few different items by way of introduction. So how do you motivate yourself from working at home? We're gonna be looking at how to motivate. What does it mean to motivate a person, and how does that look like in our life? How do you learn to self-motivate on your own without any external input? We're going to be talking about how you set up your home setup. So basically, how do you have an office set up? What is a good office for you? What is going to make you productive as you are working from home? Next, we're going to talk about having a plan. By the way, we may or may not do these in this exact order. In fact, I'll probably rearrange them. This is just kind of the order they came to me. We're going to be talking about having a plan. Anytime you're working from home, you have to have a plan. Whether you're working from home or whether you're working for a company or whatever else, you always want to have a plan. So we're going to be talking about having a plan, setting up a plan. And we're going to spend some time looking at that. And then we're going to talk about how to explore avenues for growth in your own thing. Whether you are doing freelance web development like I do, or app creation, or graphic design, or music, or video content production, any of these types of things, whatever you're doing, you want to have some type of plan. And we're going to be talking about that in more detail. Next, I wrote down find residual income. We're going to be talking about the difference between trading hours for dollars and developing an income stream that continues to go whether or not you're working on that at this point in time. So we're going to be talking about looking for those types of opportunities, and no matter what you happen to be doing. We're going to look at reducing costs where possible. Yes, we know that, whatever we spend is a business deduction, but, you don't want to spend yourself out to the point where every single dollar that comes in from your business is going out in a business expense. Sure, you can deduct that and you can have nothing left to live on at the end of the year and pay nothing left in taxes, but now I have a fun question for you. How are you going to eat? How are you going to pay your bills? All these kinds of things. So we need to figure out how to cut costs while at the same time maintaining spending that makes sense for whatever level of business we are in. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then finally, we are going to look at building a list of services while things are slow and adjusting them as time gets tight. So what I mean here is that as we as we're just starting out in a freelance career, things are going to be really slow when you start. And what we need to do is figure out how to go ahead and basically how to plan out your products, plan out your services, plan out how you're doing things, and then price them out and learn how to price things so that when you're really hurting for money, what will you work for? And then when your time is super tight because you got projects and projects and projects, what will it take for you to add another one to the list? And in the freelance career, you can expect an ebb and flow of time. And we're going to be looking at how exactly to set all that up, how to build that price list, what that might look like, and things like that. There's probably a few other things that I'll add as we move on. I just kind of want to get a brief by way of introduction. So I think I'm actually going to post this. The whole series is going to be on our Walk in Christ channel. I'm going to go ahead and post this video on both major channels that I have. Just in case this is something you want to catch, bookmark the playlist. Most of them will be on the other channel, but I'll go ahead and cross-reference this to both channels. All right, so thanks for coming along on this outdoor philosophy, and get ready to join us as we go through the next several weeks looking at how to successfully create an at-home career of some form or another. So thanks for coming along on this outdoor philosophy.